Are the Keto Twins done?
Over. Finito.
So you guys might have seen like a little bit of a change happening recently on our channel over the past, I don't know, maybe month or two. Kind of transitioning out of cooking content a little bit and into a different style of content. And a lot of people are commenting like, are you guys just quitting keto? Or are you quitting cooking? And the answer to that is no. Sarah and I are the Keto Twins. We will always be the Keto Twins. But we are Emily and Sarah first of all. No, it's kind of funny because Sarah always says that, you know, when we let people into our Facebook group, they don't know my name because I'm always like,
Sarah and I.
Yeah, which is funny because it never occurred to me that you guys don't hear me say my name a lot. The point is,
we do say our names at the end too, though. But.
Right. So this is a complicated topic because it kind of, we're gonna show you, not show you, but tell you about like the mentality behind creating content. Because Sarah and I have been doing this for a long time, which is crazy because I still feel like we're new. And yet we have been uploading since 2019.
Right.
And so I'm scrolling back and some of the videos say 5 years ago on them. That's just crazy to me. But we've published over 500 videos on this channel and most of them were cooking videos. And honestly, Sarah and I don't know how to cook. I mean, we do now because of like just the repeated nature of like making content. But I even remember my father was just like, you have
cook?
You have a cooking channel?
Right.
What's going on? And I'm like, actually, it's the fact that we don't know how to cook is what's making the channel. My dad was very perplexed by this whole thing.
It was always a joke that he would ask who made this before he would eat something at our house.
To make sure we didn't.
Just make sure our mom ate it.
But the reason why we actually started cooking content is because we were doing a lot of, you know, talking head videos like this. And we started to try to do a couple of videos where we cooked very simple things. And we just found that the video was more like dynamic and interactive and more interesting. And so those videos started to do a little bit better. And so we were like, okay, well, people don't want to just hear us talk. They want to see us mess up in the kitchen, right? Or see us cook something. And so we started to go that direction, right? But in the meantime, YouTube has changed over the past 5 years. I know some of you guys love to watch cooking content, but a lot of people, they just don't want to watch flat cooking content anymore. And so
they call them stand and stir recipes.
Right, where I tell you, these are the ingredients, this is how we're gonna make it, and show you step by step. I think it has to do a lot with like short form content. You can watch a reel, you can watch a TikTok where someone is just gonna show you really quickly how to make something. That's
you get the gist of the recipe without having to sit there and watch us cook it all the way through.
Right, and so that is part of the reason why when we say, oh, it was the Keto Twins over, it's like, it's not over. We're gonna be doing cooking content, but we're gonna have to like
change it up.
Evolve.
But this has been going on not only within the YouTube sphere, but it's affecting like mainstream media.
Look at the Food Network.
Right.
That's one of the main examples that I give to people as to when I talk about my frustrations with cooking content is that if you look at the Food Network, they rarely do cooking content anymore. It is more challenges, storytelling, MasterChef, diners, drive-ins and dive, repeats.
Beat Bobby Flay.
Right. See something that leads you through from the beginning to the end that is more interesting to watch. Because, you know, I remember growing up watching the Food Network and I never made anything I saw on there. Something like Ina Garten.
Right.
She is more like showing you her life in the Hamptons
with
and
Jeffrey.
and the story behind it.
She goes to pick up the bread from a store.
Right.
She goes home and she cooks Jeffrey a meal and
then the actual cooking portion of it is very small.
Right.
It's more like see a glimpse into this Hamptons lifestyle
that a lot of people don't know about.
Right. And so I feel like in order to keep this channel going, you have to evolve. And so the other part of it is like there's only so many things that you can make. And
especially in keto.
Right. We've made cauliflower ice cream. We've made
eggs made out of pudding.
Pudding made out of eggs.
Eggs made out of... Yes, you're right. Pudding made out of...
All of which are really cool recipes, all of which are not our recipes either.
Right. But we're still going to be doing cooking videos.
Right.
But maybe they're going to be a little bit different.
It's hard for us to pick what recipe we think that the audience is going to click on. You guys, it's difficult. Sarah's been talking about this pudding. It's like brownie pudding. And she's bringing it up and bringing it up. And I go, I just don't know if that will get the click. And it's like, when we film a video, it's like, that's a product. And
I just think
we don't know if people are going to buy the product. We don't know if people are going to click. Because it's not like you're dedicating like 30 seconds of your time watching this. It's like you're going to be dedicating 10, 12, 15 minutes watching this video. And so in the mind of a creator, we're really like, is this going to be an interesting video to make? Because if not, then we have to pick something else that's interesting. So it's not as simple as I'm going to make a chicken salad for dinner, I'm going to film it. It's a lot different, especially when we have sponsors and stuff like that that are expecting a certain performance out of the video, right? If it's not performing, then bye-bye to sponsors, right?
And plus we have 2 like people to support. Like some people are just solo in their channel. Maybe they have like some editors or something like that. But you know, Emily and I solely live off of this channel. So when we see the views going down, or you know, things get disrupted, things that we're doing well, videos, concepts that we're doing well are no longer performing well. It's a little scary. And so we go into like
panic mode.
And we're just trying new things. So we hope that, you know, you guys will come along on our journey.
We will always be on low carb. We talked about this in another video, I think it was 2 years ago, where we said, you know, why are your favorite influencers quitting keto? They quit it because they were doing some other type of weight loss content, and then they started doing keto,
and that took off
for them. So they continue to make more keto videos, and then somewhere down the line they're like, I don't even want to eat keto anymore, and I have to keep on making this content. And so then they quit because they don't want to make keto content anymore. Sarah and I, we live keto. We live low carb. We're relaxed, but we're always going to be low carb because it's the only thing that has ever worked for us. And it's the way that we feel the best. But our content has to shift with the audience, right? Like when 1 out of 8 people now are on a GLP-1, will that be 2 out of 8 people? How many people out of 10 are on keto? Not 1 out of 10. These are just things that we think about because we're constantly thinking about like, what are you guys gonna click on? And when you guys don't click, we start to doubt, okay, well, they don't want cooking, right? And so that's what you're starting to see is us shifting away from just doing cooking content to a 3-day egg fast, a budget challenge.
Right.
Can we make a whole week's worth of keto dinners for less than $20? Those types of things might be of more interest to people than just a recipe, right? So that's like our thinking about all of it. I know that we're getting a lot of questions about like, are you guys not, you know, doing keto cooking content anymore? It's not that we're not going to. It's just that how can we wrap it up so that it's more interesting to watch?
Like you imagine your channel as like a network,
right?
I guess. A TV network, right? It has multiple different things. Maybe it is all surrounding keto, but you have different shows. So we will have like a cooking show. We will have a storytelling show. Maybe we'll have like commentary.
We're not quitting is the point of this. I mean, yeah, clickbait, you clicked on it, but we're not quitting. It's just that we are going to be trying and testing not just keto recipes, testing different types of content to hopefully keep people like engaged. We won't ever become an exercise channel though, I'm just kidding.
I mean, we have tried exercise challenges.
We did in the past, and I was so relieved when those videos flopped.
Go back and watch those so that we can get some views on those videos, because they were funny. I have fun watching those videos. The Chloe Ting 2-week challenge and the jump rope challenge. Emily hated those, but they bring a smile to my face.
I don't have the coordination to be any kind of like exercise YouTuber.
Yeah. So if you guys want to see one of those challenge videos that we were talking about, we did a 3-day egg fast, and you can click on the video right here, and we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Emily, and we are the Keto Twins signing out.